The default chart that you'll get in Excel before you change any of the settings is a column chart. So if we were to select some data, use our quick keyboard shortcut, which is F11, to create a chart, we get a column chart. Now, if you use a particular kind of chart regularly and you want that to become your default chart, then that's not too difficult to actually make that happen. You need an existing chart, this one for example, Chart Tools Design, Change Chart Type. And in the Change Chart Type dialog box, you find the new chart type that you would like as your default. Perhaps you'd like to go for an area one. Stacked area, 100% stacked area. 3D area. I quite like 3D areas. The 3D areas are going to become my default chart type. Once I found that chart type in the Change Chart Type dialog box, I can right click it at the top here and set as default chart. Okay. That changed this particular chart. But you'll also find if we then go back to the data, it's already selected, and we do our little F11, we will get a 3D area chart. That's now our default chart. So regardless of the data we pick, this lot here, for example, and I do my F11, I will get my 3D chart. Perhaps our sales, we won't use all of it, we'll use a snippet here. F11, and we get a 3D area chart. So you can see there, it's all filled in, but the line does still go up, 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 up for the data that I've selected. So that's create a chart, select the chart, change chart type, look through the options down the left, choose the sub option across the top, right click and choose that as your default chart. Then when you create a chart using the quick shortcut key, it will always be the default chart type. Now that has no bearing whatsoever on the recommended option. It will still make the same recommendations. So if I were to go with my area data here, charts in the analysis pop out, and it gives me the same options it gave me before. Nothing in there at all mentioning area charts, because that's not one of the recommendations. Just because I've made the default doesn't make it Excel's recommendation. So the same with our Jan sales, quick analysis, charts. It offers me the same ones, a clustered, a stacked, and then a clustered and a stacked column. But if you're using the keyboard shortcut key, changing that default chart type is ideal to then get the chart types that you want, even if it's a temporary change. And you then go back to choosing the normal default at a later stage by going back in, design, change chart type. The default is column, clustered column, right click, set as default chart. So that only controls the chart type. Color scheme is actually driven by the theme in Excel that you currently have in place. Okay, back to my data. F11 creates the clustered column.